Hi everyone, I'm Omar, and we're here at the Bay Area Science Fair. This is over 400 students and over 260 projects we're about to see inside this fair. So let's go in and check it out. So we have here with us today
Aisha Ahmed.
And how old are you?
I'm 16 right now, a grade 11 student.
Do you want to tell us a little what's going on here?
Sure. So what I did for this project is I did an online genomics analysis. And so I took data from an online database provided by the National Cancer Institute and actually tried to compare different levels of gene expression and tried to determine gene function in some way or another. And that ties all back to telomerase activity. And telomerase itself is an enzyme that is responsible for adding repetitive sequences of DNA at the end of chromosomes. And that protects the DNA from degradation inside cells. So overall, this is really interesting and impactful because in cells like cancer cells, telomerase is really active, and that's what allows the cells to constantly keep dividing. Whereas in regular body or somatic cells, telomerase is turned off. And so the actual mechanism of control at this point in time is not understood by the scientific community. So the hope of this project was to try to shine light on some of the research in this area and try to figure out, okay, what genes are actually involved in telomerase activity, what genes maybe are involved in cellular proliferation potential and other cellular processes as well.
So what got you interested in this field?
So genetics, whenever I learn something, I like to understand on the most fundamental level. And so when you're looking at biology, that means you're looking at cell division, you're looking at genetics, you're looking at DNA. And I feel to understand something on the most fundamental level is really the stepping stone. It's really the first step to understanding any much larger processes, to understand how entire organisms, entire systems work. And so genetics has always been a huge passion for me. I've always loved genetics, I've always loved scientific research. And it's really that excitement of, well, there's something unknown here. Maybe what can I discover? Maybe I can find something new. So that's always been exciting.
Do you want to go through some of your results with us so we can get a grasp?
I would love to. So what you can actually see in these two different graphs, I have two different graphs. So these are genes I've isolated from my online analysis. And these are genes that have potential positive correlation with telomerase activity. And these genes at the bottom are ones that have potential negative correlation. And so what was really interesting is that I actually identified two novel genes, or two genes that scientists don't currently understand what's actually going on with them. So we have this gene right here and this one down here as well. So what's really fascinating was that, okay, we have two novel genes here. We don't know what's going on with them. Are they related to telomerase expression, or are they related to some other cell division or cell function? So to actually determine that or to arrive at any final conclusions, we do need to do more laboratory testing, more laboratory research. But this project really is a first step to shining light in that area and saying, wow, this is the power of data analysis. This is what we can do by just taking data and looking at it in a different light.
So you seem to look a lot at computational biochemical techniques. Is that kind of your interest in the field?
I think in science or in genetics in general, you have to have a healthy balance. You do need the lab work, and a lot of this data was derived and collected from scientists doing work and collecting in their lab. But at the same time, especially in genetics, to be able to analyze the data properly and to be able to look at it and analyze it and find these different relationships, that's really where all the discoveries are made. And so I think in science in general, and genetics and biology, even in physics and mathematics, the data analysis is a really important component of that. And so that's what we want to focus on for this experiment.
Okay, so again, this is really impressive. So do you kind of know what you want to do in the future after this point?
Well, I know definitely at this point in time I'd like to pursue graduate studies. I'm really interested in research. I'm potentially a joint MD and PhD program. For undergraduate right now, which is a little closer into the future, I'm looking at either McMaster's Health Sciences program, but I'm also considering Harvard's program as well for undergraduate.
It's a very ambitious career, but I think you have more than what it takes. I wish you all the best in the project and the fair, and good luck.
Thank you.